Okay, so this video is going to be talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars as well as some other people. Okay, uh, you know, I was making a video about ZThe. I'm also going to be talking about him in this video. You know, RFG made a video on Jaguars to win the Super Bowl. He made his comparisons and stuff. Zach put out a video. It's going to be Patriots and Eagles. All right, so we'll see what happens. You know, I like to make day-to-day predictions. All right, just based off of this though, like just based off of the money from this for this weekend, Sunday, I can tell you that just based off the money. All right, I'm just going by the money. I'm going by what I see. Okay. I don't make predictions. I don't like making predictions. Okay. But it's common sense. Just by looking at it, you know people are going to take New England, right? And what I spotted here was very interesting. Okay. If you notice the line history on this game, okay, just by watching several games, okay. If you notice this, Jacksonville was actually getting juiced. Look at 119, 119. It was actually up at 120. Yeah, 122, 122. See, this is what you got to look at. You got to piece together everything, guys. You can't just bet the game. You know, you got to look at everything. And just by looking at these numbers, I can tell, okay, 126, 126. So this was getting heavily, that means you have to pay more money to bet Jacksonville, okay? The sports books are basically making you pay more to take Jacksonville here, okay? At this time, 1:15, 3 days ago, at 10:15 p.m., at this sports book, you have to bet more money to take the Jacksonville Jaguars. So what does that tell you? If you put it together, that should tell you something. That should ring a bell, okay? They're making you pay more money to take the Jacksonville Jaguars, all right? So what does that say to you? Okay, I want you to leave down in the comment section what that means to you, okay? Okay, if you're watching my video, you see all this juice right here? It was down, it was up at 120. What does that tell you? What does that tell you when you see that? Okay, look at the low juice on New England, 109. It's basically 110. I think I saw it at 104 and plus 100. Okay, you can take New England here -9 at on January 16th, 2 days ago, 7:05 p.m. You can bet it at plus 100. You can bet $100 on New England at even money. Whereas at Jacksonville, you have to put up 120 to win 100. So what does that tell you? Okay, I'm not going to give the answer away, but I want people in the comment section to put down what does that mean to you, okay? Where you know so much money is already on New England. Okay, look at New England here. 1 million. This is an estimate, all right? Take these numbers with a grain of salt. These are estimates. Okay? But you know that they're going to get lopsided action on New England. Why are they juicing Jacksonville here at 120 at that certain time? What does that mean? Okay? Put down in the comment section what that means, but that kind of gives it away. You know, what the sports books are basically doing something to protect themselves, okay? Tell me what it is. Okay? Now, let's get back to this Jacksonville game. All right? Somebody basically placed a wager on Jacksonville, $990 on Jacksonville Jaguars. All right? Now, they printed this ticket here, and they said that people were also taking the Patriots. I don't even know if the same guy bet the Patriots, but there was like 2 bets on the Jaguars, and then this player, this athlete, Malik Jackson, says Jacksonville Jaguars will win the Super Bowl. All right, see, the thing I'm trying to make the point is I see this happen a lot, okay? I see these articles come out. There's been numerous articles of previous Super Bowls, also in the NBA, I just can't remember them off the top of my head where players have said this type of stuff and they have, come through. They have won or they guaranteed things. Okay. So Malik Jackson says Jaguars will win Super Bowl. And just to address ZThe Real, okay, if anyone could find the video, there was actually a video earlier in the year. I don't know. I'm not quite sure if it was in the NFL or in college football, but there was this player after I don't know if he was ejected or they just had lost the game. All right. It's on the top of my head right now. I just can't remember the name of the player, but he actually said that they made a lot of money today on this game. Okay. He actually was saying that going to the locker room after the game. All right. Or during his ejection. All right. So if anybody could find that video, please put it down in the comment section. But there was a player earlier in the year in the NFL that said and yelled out as he's walking in the locker room, as he's walking toward the locker room, he said, someone made a lot of money or someone, something to that effect. Okay. Because they lost the game. All right. So put down in the comment section who it was because I remember hearing that and I just cannot remember the player off the top of my head. All right. So I would appreciate that. That would help a lot. But that's going back to ZThe Real because ZThe Real doesn't think that these players care or give a damn. He claims that they don't give a damn about the sports books or Vegas in general. There's tons of players that are gambling on sports as it is, man. There's tons of athletes that gamble. They've even admitted it. Even college players have admitted that they've gambled on sports. A lot of athletes gamble on sports. All right. So ZThe Real, he says that these athletes don't care about Vegas and all that. They know exactly what the point spread is, man. They know exactly what the point spread is on these games. Okay. That's what I'm trying to point out. That's why they know that they're the underdog. That's why some of these teams know they're the underdog in these games, okay? I've heard numerous athletes say, oh, we were 10-point underdogs and they didn't believe in us. If you go back to a college game, let me look it up right now because I remember this game. If you go back, in fact, I had this game. I remember having this game and betting on this game when they won as a huge underdog, okay? Let me go back to this. This is my feed right here because I watch a lot of comedy videos and stuff like that. But look at the stuff here, okay? Let's go back to this Iowa State. I think it was Iowa State. I'm actually not even sure now, but let me just think for a minute what game this was. All right. Don't forget I make these videos off the top of my head. I'm not scripting any of my stuff, okay? Now look at this. Let's see. Okay, I want to say it was Syracuse actually. Let me see something real quick. All right. Here it is, okay? This is this is the game right here. This was okay, I remember it's Dino Babers' locker room speech after Syracuse. Okay, this was it. This was the game. Okay, this was a year ago, and this is after they upset Virginia Tech. All right, Virginia Tech. I remember this game.
Ever since Emma.
Okay, this was October 16, 2016. Let's go back to this game because I thought this was last year. Actually, I thought there's so many games that I bet on that. This game was actually last year. I'm surprised. Okay, October 16, 2016. Wow. I thought this was this last year. I knew it happened in college. Okay. Let's go back. October 16, right? I should have made a video on this. I don't think I have a video on this game. But I remember having a bet on this game and I won, as a big underdog. Okay, what are we doing here? What the heck? What is this? Okay, hold on real quick. Let's go back to this. All right, having some trouble right now. Okay. Okay, October 16. All right. So hopefully this comes up. All right. NFL. Okay, it must not be October 16th then. Okay, okay, so October 16th, sorry about that. It would be a Saturday. So it's October 15th because the video was uploaded. That makes sense. All right, so Saturday. Okay, so let's take a look at this here. Virginia Tech, right? Let's go. I remember this game. Here it is. Okay, so Syracuse, Virginia Tech. Okay, wow. Big. I remember this game now. They were 22-point underdogs, okay? 22-point underdogs. This line went up. 18 to 22. I had a game like this earlier in the year, Iowa State, right? I had them as underdogs against Oklahoma. They won outright. And I had this one against Virginia Tech. I don't remember if I took them outright though. I think I just took Syracuse on the spread and they won easily. Okay, I cannot say that I took Syracuse outright, but I did take Iowa State outright. I have the wager. You could go back and look at my videos. I have the wager there. They beat Oklahoma outright. I had them in a parlay. All right, it paid $5, paid like $800. Okay, you can go back and look at that video. But this game did the same exact thing as the Oklahoma game. Okay, Virginia Tech went up 4 points. Oklahoma went up 4 points. Okay. The public was all over the favorite. The public was all over the favorite here. All right. Now look at this. 18 to 22, 23-point favorites. Virginia Tech is on the road. Syracuse blows them out. Right? Syracuse beats them. This is a big upset. This is probably one of this upset right here is probably a bigger upset than Iowa State and Oklahoma. Okay, of this year. It's a bigger upset than Syracuse and Clemson. Okay, it's right up there with Syracuse and Clemson. This game right here. Syracuse and Clemson, man, they've had some big upsets. Big upsets, okay? Syracuse, this game right here, they beat Virginia Tech as 22-point underdogs at home. They also beat Clemson as big favorites at home, all right? That just shows you how overmatched they were in this game. You know, when you're a 22-point favorite on the road, that's a big mismatch, all right? So I just want to show you what the coach says after this game, okay? So you're telling me that these players do not know the point spread after what I show you here, all right?
Upgraded to the fully immersive Sony OLED TV from Best Buy. She's so captivated, she's not tuned into anything else. That's not your husband, Emma. This is. Go big for the big game at Best Buy.
People don't know what we went through. They don't know about the kumbaya meetings we had this week. They have no idea. They don't. We are together.
Yes, sir.
We play as one, we win as one.
Yes, sir.
Off the field, on the field, picnics to the classroom, we're together.
Yes, sir.
So you guys could go back and watch this video if you want. I'll remember this was a great speech, a locker room speech after this upset, okay? But did you hear what he said? He said somebody in Vegas, you know, knew that didn't respect us. Basically didn't respect us because they made him 22-point favorites. So ZThe, these athletes, all these athletes know what the point spreads are, man. You cannot deny that. They know what the point spreads are. Now, I'm not saying that this game was fixed, okay? I'm not saying that it was scripted or anything, because it wasn't close to the margin. It was so out of lopsided that it didn't even matter, okay? They got what they wanted on this game. Everyone was taking Virginia Tech, but see, there was no scripting here, okay? Like, there was no scripting because it was already done. Like, for instance, there was no competition. You know, they had nothing to script, okay? I'm sure Syracuse played hard, you know? I'm sure they earned this victory. Look at 31-17 as 22-point underdogs. They played hard in the game. I'm not denying that. All right? They played hard, but the point of it is when these margins start to close up, when they close the gap, like for instance, if they're up by 21, say if Virginia Tech's up by 21, right? And they need Syracuse to cover this game, they're going to get that. They're going to get it, plain and simple. You know, that's why these point spreads are like set up like this, because they close the when this margin gets close, you know, they get the call. They're going to say, you know, we need this game to be close. They even tell the refs before I'm sure of it, man. I'm sure they tell the refs before the game even happens that we need this margin close. You know, especially if it's a competitive game. The refs have a lot to do with it. I'm not saying that the actual players are scripting these games and rigging these games and they're getting paid off and stuff like that. You know, the refs have a lot to do with it. You know, I haven't even gone into that yet. But, you know, this could be something that the refs have under their control as well. Okay, I'm not saying that it's all the players doing this. But, you know, there's no denying that these athletes are playing hard. Okay, but the point I'm trying to make here is that you're basically in your video, in part 2 of your video, you said that the athletes don't care about Vegas. They don't care about these point spreads and all this. You know, they care exactly what the point spread is, man. They care. They care about these point spreads. They know what the point spread is. The coach told them what the point spread was before the game. You know, that's why they're the underdog. They know that they're the underdog. That's why some of these teams play harder, because, you know, you're going to get more of this lopsided action on the other side. So they play hard, but see, there's no guarantee that just because you play hard that you're going to stay within that point spread, okay? That is why they need help. Sometimes they need help from the refs, okay? And that's the way I see it. If you don't see it like that, that's up to you, but that's the way I see it. Sometimes the refs will influence these games, okay? But you know, stop saying that these players are. I'm saying that these players are, you know, rigging these games, okay? I'm making it as a whole, like a whole video when I put these games out, okay? It has a lot to do with the refs, in my opinion. You know, if I had a choice, I would just say it's the refs. I would say it's the refs that are rigging the games, you know, keeping the games close, all right, when they need to, when they get the word, all right? So let me get back to this Jacksonville Jaguars. Somebody placed this wager like I put on here, okay? Someone put this wager out. And I don't even know if this is an actual wager or not. You know, I want to see a ticket. Is this an actual ticket? You know, from William Hill. I don't even know how they structure their odds or anything like that. But I don't even know if this is an actual ticket. You know, I can't tell you that. So I'm used to seeing the white ticket. You know, the white ticket with all the barcode and everything like that. So I don't even know if this is real. Okay. So this guy put 990 on the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the Super Bowl. All right. So what's the point of this video? What are they trying to do with this article here? Are they trying to get people to now bet on the Jacksonville Jaguars so they get even action? You know, that's something to question right there. Are they trying to get people? Since CBS put this article out, my friend is actually the one that sent this through text to me. Okay, you see how word gets out? You know, I didn't even know about this. Okay, what are they trying to accomplish here? Are they trying to get people to bet on Jacksonville now so that they get even action? So that they don't have to so that they don't have to have Jacksonville stay in the game? You know, that remains a question. There's a lot of questions out there. All right, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But, you know, that's a possibility. You cannot say that that's not a possibility that they put this article out there to get people now to bet on Jacksonville so that it evens out the action where they don't have to do anything. You know, they could just make it a game that's being played on normal grounds. You know, we don't know. There's a lot of questions out there. All right. The best we can do, the best I can do, at least from the knowledge that I know, is just by looking at money, where the money's going. All right. So that's basically all I have in this video. Okay, I just wanted to say that Jacksonville was getting, you know, a couple bets from certain people. Okay, they put this article out there. 990 was on Jacksonville to win the Super Bowl. All right. And there's also a ton of money taking the Patriots, obviously. So I'll put this article down in the description. But getting back to this this NFL game, okay? Tell me in the comment section why they juiced this Jacksonville game. What's the point of them having all this high vig, making you pay more money to bet Jacksonville? What does that mean to you guys? Okay, put it down in the comment section. All right, and also put down in the comment section, like I said, about that player in the NFL that said somebody made a lot of money. He said something to that effect. I'm not sure if he said exactly that, but he said something like that. If you know, put it down in the comment section. I appreciate that. So that's basically all I got to say in this video. So comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks for sharing my videos, and I'll see you then.